Well, good morning. Welcome to another Driving with Kevin video. Guys, this morning I was going to release my vlog that I've been filming and trying to edit over the course of the last few days. But my work schedule has not allowed me to do so. I will probably need, I don't know, with my schedule being what it is, I'll probably need through the weekend to get that done. So, I'll talk about this in my weekend wrap-up video, but next week's schedule will not allow me to make any videos next week, so I'm probably going to drop that vlog next week. But what I want to talk about today, because I promised a video today, I don't know if you guys have watched the news or been all up on the rideshare related news, but in New York City they are mandating a minimum wage for all rideshare service drivers as well as taxi drivers. And now remember, NYC guys, NYC already has a cap. So there's already a maximum number of drivers that they can have in that market. So I think that's good that they have a cap, because I think that makes the hourly wage announcement, minimum requirement, a little bit less of a blow. But and taxis before were making 15 bucks an hour. That was also mandated. However, my thoughts now as it relates to this, and this is probably the only time you hear me be negative, I think this is terrible for the rideshare industry. Forcing rideshare industries to compensate if you don't make a minimum. If you're online for an hour and your market's oversaturated and you give one ride for $5, Uber and Lyft has to make up that difference by paying you an additional $12. You didn't give any rides. You're just going to be handed $12 because you only made, $5 in an hour. I think that's a bad look. I think it's bad for Uber. I think it's bad for Lyft. It also applies to Juno and Via if they have those in your market, which I don't think those are. Via's only in like 5 or 6 cities, I think. Juno, I think, is only maybe New York and San Francisco or something. I don't know. But anyway, I think it's bad. I think it's terrible for the rideshare industry. I think if that gets mandated everywhere or other larger cities, it's going to kill rideshare. And I really hope that doesn't happen. Just simply because a lot of us rely on it for our income. It's a great side gig. I've said this before, I would never do it full time. So how much I make per hour really doesn't bother me. I don't care. I tend to float right around 25 an hour. So a market like New York City, you think would be busy enough, but the mileage rates are really low because of the fact that there are so many drivers. The mileage rates are low, significantly lower than my market, for instance. So the lower the mileage rate, the harder it is to make that money and maintain that minimum. So if you drive peak times, if you drive at the times where it's the busiest, regardless of how many drivers are out there, you probably will make 17 bucks an hour without even trying. But I think for me it's a little bit harder to really envision 17 bucks an hour, or envision not being busy, because I'm in a market where there is times where I'm not busy. A place like New York City, I think you could have 1,000 drivers and still be busy. But I don't know. I guess my general thoughts on it are, I think it's going to kill rideshare. I think that it's not the end of rideshare per se, but I don't think it's a good look. I think it's bad. I think it's bad for rideshare, and I think that if it's mandated countrywide, it's effectively going to kill rideshare, because you know I drove 2 hours yesterday, and between the two apps I made $31. And what is that? All right, so that's under 17. That's like 16 an hour. So they'd be forced to pay me, and that's only $2 they have to pay me. But they'd be forced to pay me an additional $2. If they had to pay every single driver across the country an additional 2 hours because they didn't make a $17 minimum in 2 hours, they would struggle and they would shut down. So just my thoughts on that. Again, I apologize. I know I promised a real life vlog. I basically had about 9 or 10 separate videos that I'm trying to piece together, and it's going to take me a little bit more time. So I basically started filming when I jumped in the car to drive to Madison, and I stopped filming on my way home from my first actual day in the truck. So that's just how it went, and I'm trying to put it all together right now. So I will try to have that out for you as part of my videos next week. But that's it, guys. Uber Lyft on. Be safe out there. Oh, welcome if you're new. 327 subscribers as of last night. I might be at 328 as of this morning. Welcome. If you're new, welcome, guys. Like and comment below, and if you want to get notifications of every upload that I have, or every single live stream that I have, hit the little bell icon next to the subscribe button. That will notify you every time I'm live or every time I upload a new video. That's it, guys. Be safe out there. I will see you this weekend. Peace.